Wedding season is here. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We know, I think many of us know couples who had to postpone their big days last year because of the pandemic. They're very eager to walk down the aisle. We want to talk about what this means for the industry with Tim Chi. He is the Knot Worldwide's CEO. And Tim, there's no one better to talk about this than you because you know the ins and outs of the industry. You know the trends that are currently underway right now. I guess how big of a surge are you expecting to see this summer and this fall after so many weddings were postponed last year?
Sure. So what we ended up seeing happening in the US is about 50% of the weddings in 2020 did happen in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, not in the same ways as they traditionally would. We're seeing right now the balance of the 50%. That would be somewhere on the order of, a million weddings get pushed into 2021 and 2022.
So the surge that's coming, there was also, though, during the pandemic lockdown, this thing called a minimony. What was that?
So as the wedding industry is such a resilient and wonderful industry to be in, in times of challenge and crisis, people just figure out, love sort of transcends all. What a mini-money is just a smaller wedding ceremony, following social guidelines, restrictions, and just the opportunity to connect. Now, the interesting thing is we're seeing things that such as sequel weddings, right? I wasn't able to celebrate with all of my family and friends in that big way that I wanted to. And what we expect to see is sequel weddings, maybe an anniversary of the wedding happen in 2021 and 2022.
Tim, what trends are you seeing on the Knot just in terms of membership and I guess how it compares not to last year, but more so what you saw at this time pre-pandemic?
Yeah, so very interestingly, just in April and May now, the traffic on our site, both membership, number of couples that are publishing wedding websites, they're up double digits. Yeah, again, as you mentioned, not over 2020, but over 2019 as well. So this surge of demand is real, and we're feeling it on both our properties in the US, the Knot and Wedding Wire right now.
In years past, when you would ride the subway, you would see women, you'd see some men, but mostly women looking through those huge magazines filled with wedding stuff and what to buy. You see in real time what people are looking at. So what are the trends that are coming down the pike with weddings?
Well, not surprisingly, health and safety is going to continue to stay for the balance of this year and likely into 2022 as well. Obviously, couples will be top of mind, in terms of making sure that everything is done safely. So we're going to see a lot of hand sanitizer at weddings. That doesn't go away. Also, just because of the demand shift that is happening for the balance of the year, we're going to see a lot of weekday weddings. There are only so many Fridays and Saturdays available in the calendar year, and a lot of them are booked up already. So, couples, vendors, they're all working together to figure out how to still have that big celebration despite what happened in 2020.
Tim Chi, always great to speak with you, the Knot Worldwide CEO. Thanks so much for taking the time. And we're encouraged, I think, by some of the trends that you're seeing in your industry.